Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Alinga Sese Lifestyle. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful. And for those who have not yet subscribed, please kindly let us subscribe. Let us make this channel to reach 1K subscribers, and I will be so grateful. Today I'm super excited. I want us to learn about these local birds. I know some of you out there are so interested in this local chicken, and personally I also take care of them, much as they are few, and I take care of them simply for my own consumption, but I have a lot of experience now, and I'm going to share with you how I take care of these birds, and then some of the mistakes that you should avoid when taking care of these local birds. And then you can see that I have fenced where they stay, okay, so that they don't come in the compound. However, there are some stubborn ones that jump over the fence, just like those ones you see standing. So let us go inside the farm there, and we talk more about our local birds. So currently I have this few. I have like 10 birds that are outside, the young ones. But first, let me give them this portion of mine. So now today I want us to learn something about these local birds. First of all, it is one of the cheapest and easiest type of birds you can keep. Okay, we have the exotic birds, which is the layers, the broilers, and then the improved local. Then we have these pure local birds, of which we have the ducks, the turkeys, and the chicken that I have here. But I must confess that these purely local birds is very easy to take care of them, if only you feed them well and also give them drinking water, because with these birds it's all about feeding them. And then here I do not vaccinate these birds at all. Even there are young chicks and ducklings out inside. I'm going to show you that I do not vaccinate at all. But then I wanted us to know that once you're going to take care of these local birds, please, I do not want you to mix the breeds. If you have enough piece of land, I would advise, let us section that piece of land. You put the ducks alone, you put the turkeys alone, and you put the chicken alone. Because I have so many problems in mixing these birds like this. You can see even when I poured the portion there, you saw how the turkeys were busy pecking on the chicken, the ducks were busy, so you realize that these birds keep on fighting, especially if you have different breeds like this. So it is really not good to mix different breeds in one area. So you're supposed to at least put turkeys alone, ducks alone, and the chicken alone. And then what I normally do here, once these birds hatch, because they normally lay their eggs, they sit on the eggs and they hatch it by themselves. So whenever they hatch like this, what I do, I remove the chicks, all the ducklings, all the pups, and brood them by myself. Okay? And during that brooding process, I normally give them the starter pellets and enough clean drinking water. Mostly I mix with the herbal remedies, and that is the only way I have managed to eliminate sicknesses and diseases among my local birds. So many of you were asking me, especially in the main channel, Alinga Sese, how do I eliminate the diseases from my local birds? Because I think most of you do not want to vaccinate these local birds. Personally, I do not vaccinate them because it is the one I use for my own consumption. Okay, it doesn't mean that the birds that you've vaccinated is not supposed to be consumed, no. But personally, I just don't like to vaccinate these local birds. So for you to avoid or to eliminate the sicknesses and diseases, please, always you have to give them this local medicine, okay? The ginger, the turmeric, the garlic, the aloe vera, the moringa, those are the herbs I give to this. But from day one, when they are just hatched. So that is the only way you will eliminate the diseases among your local birds. And even the turkeys. Well, for the turkeys, it is really very hard to take care of these young turkeys when they are still young, okay? But when they reach now this stage, when they are mature like this, they normally don't fall sick. They rarely fall sick, okay? Then when we come to the ducks, ducks is the easiest to take care of among, like, compared to all the rest of these purely local birds, because with the ducks that I have had, they don't get sick. They stay in any environment. Okay, most people say ducks love dirty places. They stay in any environment, okay? You don't even need to give them over the herbs or what. Even if there are maggots in that place where they are staying, even if it is wet like what, the ducklings will stay there, the ducks will stay there, and they will grow there. But that is not the case with the turkeys and the chicken. So ducks are very, very easy to take care of compared to the rest of these birds that I have here. That is the truth. And then when we come to the multiplication, the chicken and the ducks can multiply very, very fast compared to the turkeys, okay? Because you can imagine, the first turkey that I brought to this farm, it was one female turkey and one male turkey. But you can see I have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one which is hatching, okay? So basically, from the two turkeys, the mother turkey and the male turkey that I bought, so far I have only 3 female turkeys that have remained. But for the chicken, I remember the first time I had 1 cock and 3 hens. But so far I have had over 200 chicken from those 3 mothers. And then with the ducks, I've had only 2 mother ducks and 1 female duck, 1 male duck, which is right, that one, that white one. But honestly, I have also had over 200 ducks from those 2 mother ducks. So ideally, the chicken and the ducks multiplies very, very fast compared to the turkeys. And the turkeys, when they are still young, like just day old, up to like 3 months, it's not easy to take care of them. Like, they keep on falling sick on and off, on and off. So you keep on giving them these herbs all that time. But with the chicken that I have, that is here, I always start giving them the herbs when they are still young, and it reaches a stage whereby they don't even also fall sick. Just like even the ducks, honestly, you don't need to give them any herbs. So that is what I want us to know about these local birds. But otherwise, they also need to feed well. You also need to give them drinking water, just like any other bird, for you to reap something from them. Now we are going to go where they do sleep, and I show you where they lay. So now this is where my local birds lay from. This place, I've gazetted it for my turkeys. So many people think that these turkeys do not lay from inside. But the way I've tamed my turkeys, they come and lay from here. Now, I have this one. This is the first mother turkey that I've ever had here. I think I needed to put on the lights. It is there sitting on her eggs. It has 11 eggs. And then I have this one that started laying. Just started laying. Yesterday, I see today it has not laid, but I'm sure it will lay. Just came there and just started laying from there. And then I also have this. That is sitting on her eggs, but it has just moved out. Okay? You can see it has so far 7 eggs. Okay? Then, this is how I constructed where the ducks and the chicken lay from. We have this duck that are so far. Actually, this is one of the first mother ducks that I've ever bought here. It has 21 eggs right there. I have this one that started laying yesterday, but 1. Okay? It has started there, and this is a duck that it was hatched from here. Okay? Then I have this chicken. It has like 18 eggs. Then I have this one. This duck, it was also hatched from here. Actually, the mother is the other one. The mother is the other duck that has laid 21 eggs. And this one is
sitting on our eggs. It is soon hatching and it has 18 eggs. So you can see how I have constructed here. So whenever the chicken wants to lay, just comes there and lays eggs. But there is one challenge that I am getting with mixing the birds. You find that like I think some time back I had so many birds, only that I decided to eliminate the birds because I had so many in a way that you find that in one laying nest there are like 2 or 3 hens laying there. The ducks normally don't mix their eggs, but the hens, I had only one duck that was over mixing the eggs with the rest, and I decided to slaughter it. But the hens keep on mixing their eggs. You'll find in one laying nest there are like 2 or 3 hens mixing the eggs there. And also with this turkey, this one, it is the first time for it. It is its first time to lay eggs, and it was hatched from here. I took care of it from here, but it should be having 12 eggs, but you can see it has only 7. 5 of the eggs just disappeared. I think it is the one that ate the eggs. I don't know whether the rest of the birds are the ones that ate the eggs. So this is some of the challenges you will go through when you decide to mix different breed of these local birds in one chicken house. That is why I'm saying, please, if you want to do this as a business, always separate these birds. That's the only way you're going to understand these birds very, very well. If you decide to mix them, you'll face challenges, especially during laying. And even like the turkeys, they always peck on the younger birds, the younger ducks, so they can even end up killing the birds. That's why I would say when the young birds are there, always separate them from these mature birds. That is the only way you're going to take care of these local birds, and you're going to reap from them, especially if you want to do it as a business. Now I want us to go and see where you normally keep brood from. When they are now like 6 weeks, I normally bring them here. So we have these ones. Even the ducklings, they have now come out. These birds are stubborn. This is the room where I normally brood from. That one in the corner, oh my God, it is becoming dark. So you can see, these are our young chicks. All the drink water is done. We need to add it. Then the ducks are right here. For the ducks, even if the place is dirty like what, for them they just survive there. You can see they have even poured water all over. The 2 have got out. We have 5 here, very healthy, no problem. Then we have others the other side when they are still young. Let's go and see it. So me, whenever these birds hatch, whether the ducks, the turkeys or the chicken, I normally remove the chicks and brood them in my kitchen, okay, where it is warm. So these are the ones that are hatched. This is now making these ones, I think now they are going to 4 weeks. These ones are now going to 3 weeks. This is from different mothers. I normally don't mix them. There was a time I used to mix them, but to realize if others are older than the rest, they keep on pecking on the younger ones and they die. So this is how I do my brooding. I remove it from the mother and then I put it here. And I find that whenever you remove these chicks or ducklings or the pups from their mothers, you will realize that that bird is going to just take a short time and start laying eggs again. So that is the trick that you must do for those who want to do this project as a business. Always let them hatch the eggs and remove the chicks from them. Within only 12 days, that chicken is going to start laying eggs. In fact, I have one chicken that only 9 days is enough for it to start laying again. So long as you're giving it enough feeds and clean drinking water, plus our herbal remedies. So those are our chicks. And here I give them starter pellets, okay? You have to give them the starter pellets at least for 4 weeks. So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you so much for loving me. But if you're still new, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Let us make this channel to reach 1K subscribers, and I'll be so grateful. See you next time. I love you all. Bye-bye.